Playing count.
Okay. Hold on. I got it. No, this. I hear what you first, but they talking about
Hey, they go and get started.
Is that DM behind Marty?
Appreciate it.
You ready, Kim? Neat.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So, first off, what do the committee, as far as the committee requirements, right? To get in the playoffs, even though they don't go by them, but what's the requirement in getting into the playoffs? Is it, they say the 4 best teams, right?
Right.
Had the committee ever went by the 4 best teams to get the people in the playoffs?
No, they always went by the most deserving.
I mean, which that's in the question too, because TCU didn't deserve. Anyway, go ahead. My bad.
You said TCU didn't deserve it, Kim?
No.
But yeah, that's the thing. Like we're gonna talk about some more on this podcast, on this episode. But I don't know how I'm started. All right, first of all, y'all give me y'all predictions on the game. How y'all think the game will play out? And then we get into scenarios and all that other stuff.
Go, Kim.
Dirty. Well, look, I'm gonna be honest. I have not been paying any attention to Georgia this year. There's a couple of games I hope they lose, and the other team let me down. But I obviously I got Alabama winning. But I got Alabama. Believe it or not, winning either by 7, by 10, or by 14. I know that's a wide range, but it's either going to be one of those three. I don't think it's going to be close like people are predicting. Like I think people are saying, some people are saying that, they're going to win by 3. Georgia's going to win by 3. And I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I don't think people saying that Georgia's going to win by at least 3 touchdowns. I don't think it's going to be any of that. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think Alabama may get like a lead and like push it up to either 10 or 14 and keep it. That's my bold take. I think I like our chances. I ain't even gonna lie, Nick. I know.
I mean, how you see that happening though?
What you mean? Like how do I?
Alabama score on, if you look at games that all throughout the season, Alabama score on busted coverage.
Right. But see,
all they touchdowns coming in busted coverage.
I agree. But see, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. For some reason, Negan, I don't have an explanation for this. Some reason, I think tomorrow's game is gonna be different. Like I think it's gonna be a different team. And like I said, I can't explain it to you. It's almost just like a feeling I got. I mean, I could be completely wrong.
You have to get, you lose, it's over with.
So like, but what I mean, like, I don't think it's gonna be the same Alabama team we saw all year. For example, the Auburn team that we saw last week. I mean, even though Alabama,
Georgia,
even though
Georgia the same way,
right? But it's like somehow I knew that was gonna happen. Like, I mean, obviously, I didn't think it was gonna come down to a 4-31 play score. I didn't think that, but I thought it was gonna be close. I thought Alabama would win by like 7 points or maybe 10 points, but I didn't think it would be the way it was. But you somehow those games are always a little bit more competitive, and I think that Miro. Listen, this is his chance, man, bro. Listen, I've been I've been up and down on this man all year, pause, and this is his chance. I mean, Iron Bowl, he made a lot of mistakes in that Iron Bowl, but this is his chance to really show up and show out. Now, this ain't gonna be no easy tag. I know I'm taking a lot of time, but I got to get this off my chest. I think I think that we can I think that we can pull this out. I don't know how, but I think we can do it. Not neat.
Mm.
Before you start running off all these statistics and all that, when you start, the defense and all that, just I don't have any statistics to go by. It's just a feeling of the feel of the game.
Mm.
Now, Bleacher Report had Georgia winning 34-24. And I mean that's not a bad prediction. I mean, I don't agree with it obviously because, I would say it would be the flip side, but we got to get some sacks. If we don't get any sacks, then it's a wrap.
Mm.
What's our quarterback name?
Boston Vic.
Yeah, I mean, if they get that man time to throw, it's over. I mean, he can't. I don't.
I
I
heard
was.
other analysts said both quarterbacks got way better towards the end of the season. So it's
Which
gonna
is
be tough though.
which is a good thing, but man, Georgia is by far the better team. But I just I just think somehow we pull this out. You remember when I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna Junior go to the next person, but you remember when um that year that we played the national championship game against LSU, and
Mm.
in the I think in the first game, that we played during the season, we lost to LSU, if I'm not mistaken. We lost by like a field goal or something like that. But then you go to the national championship games, and it's like, okay, LSU got Alabama number. Alabama don't stand a chance. And then, the game was close, but I think we kind of blew it open late. I mean, I know the score wasn't that much, but um, it was just a little different. I ain't saying the same thing is gonna happen here, but it's it was almost like in that game against LSU, that was a different Alabama team than what LSU played early in the year. And I guess that's what I'm trying to hang my hat on. That
Mm.
we almost played near perfect football is what I'm hoping for.
Go ahead, Nick.
I'll let you calm me into going first.
For me, it's gonna be a bold one right here, Kim.
Oh,
I think
here
Georgia.
we go.
I think Georgia gonna win 31-7.
Good God. Okay.
It's the matchups for me because
Yeah.
and another thing is after that Georgia Tech game, they interviewed some of the players and they was not happy. The defensive players now, Kirk Smart didn't have to say anything. Defensive players, they were pissed the way they defended the run in that game.
Mm-hmm.
So for the players to know that before the coaches know, they're gonna fix
Mm-hmm.
that. And that's kind of like the worst thing that could have happened for Jalen Milroe, for Georgia to face that kind of quarterback before that game.
Shit, that old goddamn triple option. Quarterback running. She got,
It
man.
wasn't even triple. It was just it was same way Milroe played with Georgia
Yeah,
Tech.
just that RPO. They was running a lot of RPO.
And that's another thing for me with Milroe. If you pay, I watch Alabama football like I watch Georgia football.
Mm-hmm.
If you pay attention to Milroe, I don't know if that's the way they calling his plays, but they only give him one read option. He don't have to go through the progression. Like if that first read is gone,
Mm-hmm.
he either take off running or try to create another play or whatever, recreate the pocket is what they call it.
Yeah,
Because he only get one
ahead.
read and that's it. And that's another thing for me is he haven't seen a secondary like Georgia. Georgia got a best secondary in the country from both corners to both safeties. And Alabama receiving room is not that great. You got Jermaine Burton with Georgia player gonna be hungry for that matchup.
Yeah, but Nick, don't you think that y'all like I would dare to say the same thing. Like y'all hadn't really played a team like Bama, but at the same time, like you don't think that y'all played down to y'all competition.
Oh yeah,
like all year.
oh yeah. Ever since Kirby had got there, he been doing it.
Right. So I mean, doesn't that leave any type of worry for you, like that y'all? I mean, because y'all are the better team, but you don't think that
Mhm.
y'all may I don't even know how to say this, but like play down to Bama and set
Mhm.
yourself up for failure. Like you don't think that that's a possibility.
No, Kirby ain't gonna play around with. Some teams. That's another thing. Like some teams, he don't play around with. Like if a team come in with a higher rank,
Mhm.
Kirby let it go. Like earlier this year when we played against Kentucky, he wasn't gonna play around with Kentucky. He blew
Okay.
Kentucky out the water. Then you
Mhm.
had who came after that?
LSU.
Missouri,
LSU came. No, not LSU. It was
Missouri.
Missouri came.
Okay.
Missouri is a really good team too. That's a really good team. But I
Mhm.
think Kirby played down to them a little bit. But Florida, of course, that's a rivalry, so he blew them out anyway. He's not gonna
Mhm.
play down to them. But certain
Florida,
teams he don't play down to.
Florida been wasting everybody's time.
And he played down to the Georgia Tech team. Look, we had like 6 starters out. Of course, I believe he
Well,
was saving them for the championship game.
hey man, all I know is that Miro can't have the mental mistakes that he had against Auburn, like
Mhm.
he obviously had room to run, but because he was just like what you said was I wouldn't even really say he was trying to recreate the pocket. He was just trying to make sure he threw the ball and ran, and then he stepped over the line of scrimmage and then tried to step back. Like I
And
think
he
he
did that
had,
twice too.
yeah, I was just ready to say that. I think he had 2 illegal forward passes. Like, bro,
Hmm.
you can't be doing stuff like that. Man.
And that's
But
another thing for me is too
Right.
with Georgia. Since we match up so well in the secondary, you don't need to help.
mm-hmm.
Georgia's gonna keep 8 men in the box. They can stack the box and control Jalen Milroe and force him to beat him with the pad, which we all know that's not gonna happen because he don't go
Well,
through his progressions like that. And he can't read defenses either. And I think that falls on the offensive coordinator. That's the offensive coordinator fault.
Gotta be what?
well, I got to give it to the offensive coordinator. He's definitely done a much better job than
He playing to
we.
Jalen Milroe's strength.
I don't know what took him so
See,
long.
it kind of sucks that he's doing it in a way. Because you think about Tebow,
Mhm.
they thought Florida played a Tebow strength, and they kind of hurt him in the NFL because they didn't develop him as a true quarterback.
Mhm.
They just used him based on what he had, and that's what they're doing Milroe right now.
So what I think gonna happen is, like you're right, y'all right. Georgia's far the better team. I think now there's gonna be a lot to ask, but I'm asking. Milroe gonna have to have a Cam Newton type of game, and this game don't open the door. This game, I apologize, there's something going on, but this game,
It's gonna be a scoring game, Jimmy. I'm gonna tell you that much right now. It's gonna be a scoring game.
this game gonna like make it. I ain't gonna say make it break it, but if Miro want to be those,
That's all I do. That's all I miss. If I miss 2 in a row, I'll be like, I promise I'm gonna make it.
if Miro want to be an elite, he gonna have to step up in this game, like you said. And everybody know he got the capability to do all the things in the past quarterbacks have done, but it's more mental than anything. Like you said, Kim, it's more mental than anything. But you ask me, I think
I don't think he can do what Bryce Young did. But
yeah, that's a lot. Because he have the deep ball, but as far as the accuracy, football, he don't have it. He gonna have to make plays with his feet.
Mhm.
And I think Georgia set up like old Alabama team as far as they do everything right.
Yeah.
So on the way they beat like the teams back in the day beat Alabama teams is they threw the defense off, like the second chance plays and stuff like that. And so Miro gonna have to take those second chances plays that he do get and make it worthwhile.
He don't need to think so much. If he sit back
he
and
just need
start
to
thinking,
react.
he gonna mess up. Yeah.
You need that. You need Look at your reads and stuff and just react. All that stuff that would happen to Auburn holding the ball too long. I'm glad he held the ball long on that last play, but all the rest of the time holding the ball too long. Because it's like one of the analysts said, I would think it's the offensive line. I think it's them too, but they said Miro hold the ball too long and give the defense enough time to get to him. So I don't know. Like you said, I don't know. He overthinking or what's going on.
Oh, that's the way the offense run. Because he only get one. They only give him one option. Like he don't go through his progressions. Like if you pay attention to him when he hiked the ball, when he looked to the left, is it one of them two guys over there in his eyesight, and that's it. And when them guys are covered, he hold the ball, so he got to make something else happen. That's when he try to recreate the pocket.
And I think Nick, to expound upon what you said, I think that even though Auburn for some reason only rushed 3, but he went through his I mean, of course it wasn't really no progressions for real, but he sat there and eyed all the receivers downfield, and then as you can see, I mean, he kind of pump fake because he was finna go to another receiver, but something told him not to, and then at the last minute he saw Bond, and then let it go, and of course it was a lot of mistakes on the Auburn defense, but still, I hope they showed him that and said, bro, listen, just go through your progressions. You can't. I mean, Georgia is almost like an NFL defense. You know what I'm saying? You can't just like eye one person or just have one target and then you decide to take off and run. Take a few seconds back there and go through your progressions. And
like you're gonna know from early on if he's gonna have a passing game or not, because it's gonna be the first time he see a defense that run all the schemes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people say LSU, but LSU got one of the worst defense in college football this year.
Yeah, that's why that game was like a shootout. Oh,
it's gonna be an interesting one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna come down to he's gonna have to make something happen with his leg. He want to beat Georgia. But that's a lot to add. Yeah, everybody on the defense just as fast as him, so you're not gonna outrun anybody.
Well, I need for our DBs to show up
and I think y'all running back hurt too. I don't think he's gonna be playing this game.
McClellan ain't playing.
Yeah, I think he hurt.
Oh.
I think one of our receivers gonna be out. I think Lamb might be out. I hope not. Brock Bowers, he hurt too, but he ain't gonna miss this game.
Yeah, it was one play in the way. It was one ball.
About 5 people.
Junior go.
And them folks out there making all that noise. Junior said, you gotta go see what's going on. Maurice, what's going on outside over there? They got Junior.
What's going on?
They over here talking to me about the game that we hooped in last Sunday. When you said you turned around, we're gone. Yeah, and we in hoop, we playing the game. And they trying to explain what's going on because all of us in here, we was on teams, and we were trying to say who had the most buckets on the team. And my homeboy Breezy was telling my other homeboy KP right here that I had more points than everybody.
And
Maurice, y'all won.
He would drive.
Y'all won.
Now look.
Yeah, we won. Man, we beat them folk. I think we beat them folk like 12-4.
Maurice, y'all ain't have to go forward like that.
We killed them. We had that team takeover badge on. Everybody hit a 3. So there was 2, 6, 8. That's 10 right there. Then I hit a layup, and then somebody else on the team hit layup. We just won the game, just like that.
Sound like Dion over there.
Dion ain't kind of different. But he lied, say he win. He got about like 8 points. He lied real quick for no reason.
Hey, my bad.
Oh man, Oregon came back. They took the lead.
You heard me, Kim?
Yeah, you good? You good over there?
I thought I was gonna have to do something.
Okay. Well,
Paranoid.
let me know if I got the never mind.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't live, is it?
But yeah, Miro, it's a lot to ask. I think we're gonna get them. I think we're gonna win by 10. It's like you said, it's to me, it's a feeling. It's gonna be a feeling. So we all gave our predictions.
That about all we got anyway. It's just on the feeling.
The feelings are based off past experience. That's where the feelings coming from.
Neat. We ain't trying to hear all that now. We ain't trying to hear all
we go, we'll talk about that all day. We're gonna continue to talk about that. Let's get the other topics in, not the other topic, but the other things I wanna run across y'all before we get back into the Georgia-Alabama game. Mm-hmm. As far as the Oregon and Washington game right now, Oregon up 24-20.
It just came back.
Fourth quarter. Who y'all got winning that game? Oregon. I think Oregon too. So, okay. Now ask you this question. If Oregon win, do they deserve to be in the playoff?
Depending on what happened in front of them.
Who they lost to? Who was their loss to?
Washington, which is number 3.
Oh, so they lost to who they playing now? Okay. I would say yeah, because and I know this is wrong to say, but I mean I don't know if Florida State should get in, because I mean I know they're undefeated. They probably gonna get in anyway if they run the table. But I mean, if their quarterback out for the year, I mean he gone. But
the backup quarterback supposedly hurt too right now.
There it is.
Yeah, he got a concussion last week against Florida, but they put him back in the game. Now he questionable for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. And believe it or not, I think that's going to play a big part in in the committee. I mean, I know they say it shouldn't, but
you know what sucks about this whole ranking system right now?
Mm-hmm.
You look at Alabama placement.
Mm-hmm.
I think what they setting up is
we on the same page. Go ahead.
You know, if Alabama lose this game, of course they're not gonna make it.
Right.
But if they win this game, they still not gonna get put in.
Yeah, they're gonna say that they were too far. They gonna say they were too low, and they can't. Go ahead.
They set it up like that.
Yeah, and if you look at if they beat Georgia, no team ever fell from 1 to 5. Georgia probably will fall to 4 and stay in the playoff pitch.
Right.
If they lose this game.
Right.
But it's like you said, too big of a hump for Alabama to jump.
Mm-hmm. And so they've been setting it up from the start.
Yeah, because folks are questioning, like, bro, why is Alabama still number 10? Why are they still number 8? Why are they still, you know what I'm saying?
They've been using that Texas excuse to keep them at 8.
Yeah.
That's kind of bogus, but you know.
Oh. Okay. The Florida State and Louisville game. I heard y'all talking about the quarterbacks. Who y'all have in that game, and why?
You know, I could say if Florida State win a close game, like 3 points, I think they out.
Yeah, because of their resume?
No, because Louisville lost to Kentucky last week.
Oh yeah, you right. You right.
And if you win a close one against that team, that says a lot about your team.
Exactly. With that quarterback, not with the quarterback. In that game, for some reason, I got Louisville winning that game. For some reason, Louisville is a decent team.
Yeah.
Well, I hope Louisville win because Florida State ain't trying to see. I would rather see Oregon than obviously than Florida State if I had to.
I mean, Florida State they're like this year TCU team. Anybody got time for that?
Right. Ain't wasting them spots. Mm-hmm. Neat. What you think Michigan gonna do?
What they do every time they get in the playoff.
Nick, you think they're gonna win the game tomorrow, but they're gonna choke in the playoff?
They're gonna fold in the playoff.
Is that our was ranked number 16, Nick? Is our a decent team?
You know, I always had good defense, but
yeah, I don't know about offense.
Listen.
I think they have
big
a running
money.
back throwing the ball.
DraftKings don't want Iowa to win, so Iowa don't have a chance.
Lakers ain't going for that.
Right.
Nah, what about this Oklahoma and Texas game?
When?
I'm gonna say Texas, but I mean, that game don't really hold no weight, dude.
You know what's funny about that? I don't know. Like you said before, I don't think Georgia's gonna lead the top 4 if they do lose the game.
Mm-hmm.
But let's say if Texas lose the game, Alabama win, they still can't hold it.
Right. They
can't hold it over Alabama anymore.
It's a perfect setup for the committee. It's just like
well, be they excuse then if Texas lose the championship game, Alabama win the championship game.
Mm-hmm.
So what if Texas win? Nick, if Texas win, do they deserve to be in the playoff?
Over Florida State, yeah.
But you know, if Alabama beat Georgia, they still gonna put, like I said, they still gonna put Georgia in, but then they're gonna say, well, Texas beat Alabama, so we can't put Alabama over Texas because they beat Bama. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think the committee sitting at home like, yeah, we ain't got nothing to worry about for real, unless the unthinkable happen. Like if they come out and beat Georgia, like, but if they come out and beat Georgia, like, let's just throw a number out there. If they beat them like 37-3 or something like that, then you know,
don't have a choice then.
Like what can they say? Like, bro.
Yeah, because we talk about these scenarios, like, because it's weird, like Nick said, you never seen a team drop from 1 to out the playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
But do you have to reward the conference championship champion to get in the playoffs? So that's the weird thing. They ain't weird, but it's weird this year. Do you punish
Alabama? Like that.
Do you punish? I think the person who wins the championship tomorrow is in. That's why I got that feeling. Whoever wins the championship is gonna get in. I think how you gonna explain it to everybody that it was a right decision. What you said, Nick?
But if you look at the rankings throughout the season, nobody will feel like that, so they're not gonna change that now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
it's crazy.
Yeah,
they're doing everything they can to keep Alabama out.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Everybody said Michigan is automatic. Everybody talking about who win. I only think Oregon's a shoe in. I don't know. Y'all think Oregon? I already asked this question. You think Oregon is a shoe in even if they beat Washington? I'm not saying they should. I'm not saying they should be in the playoff, but is there a shoe in for beating Washington? How they set up, they gonna get in.
Washington, a top 3 team, then Florida State beat.
Yeah,
what's their key win? LSU or 3-loss SEC team? That's literally the only ranked team on their schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Oregon should get in. I mean, because like if they beat Washington, like I say, that's the only team that they lost to. They technically redeemed that loss, and then they beat a Washington team when they were at their highest ranking. So I mean, I think that they'll have a resume to get in. I mean, especially over Florida State. Like I say, that I mean, they ain't gonna say it, but I believe, you know what I'm saying, like the leader of the team, I say the leader of the team, but the quarterback not being there, I think it has to play a part in the selection now until they expand to 8 teams. You're gonna have issues like this going on. You know what I'm saying? And like that's why, you know, a lot of people were against the 18, but I'm for it because like this stuff that's going on now, it's just like it's teams that's being left out that should be in them, and it's teams that in them that shouldn't be in them. And I
This year
think
would be
that
the perfect year for the 12-team playoffs.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So wait a minute, they going with a 12 team?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 12 teams. See, I agree with the 18, but they going to 12.
Okay.
I always say going with 12 because of the Power 5 conference. So every Power 5 conference champion get a bye.
Oh, okay.
It's just these different scenarios. Like it's gonna be the crazy one yet this year. Crazy one yet. I don't even know the committee is stressed like we is. They probably don't even care.
They already got their picks.
Yeah,
I mean, I think
already.
I don't know. He's gonna something crazy. If Michigan end up losing, like what do they do? I mean, I guess Oregon slides in, of course, if they win. Florida, I don't know what they could do. Honestly, I think the only team that's guaranteed to be in is Georgia. If they don't get blowed out.
I agree with that.
But Georgia's gonna win convincingly.
I'm sorry, Junior. I'm sorry, Junior. Phone kind of disconnected a little bit.
Oh, you fine. I'm looking up something while y'all talking. All right. I'm trying to go to the college football selection committee protocols. See they can. All right, they say I'm about to say it. Like somebody said, of course they don't. Yeah, this is gonna kill Alabama. But of course they don't go by 100%. They go by championship won. All right, so that means conference championship counts, be it strength of schedule. Of course, compare the outcomes of the common opponents. In the head-to-head. Now, Texas beat Alabama early in the season with the head-to-head. So that's probably why we at number 8 right now.
I mean, that's the excuse for that one anyway.
The head-to-head. But remember they used to say it's better to lose early than to lose late. Is that don't apply to this year? You don't think?
You at the point of the season where the season it's basically championship season. Teams that ran the table up to this point finished the season great and stuff like that. They know who the best teams are and whatnot.
Okay. Let me ask y'all this, right? Who are the 4 best teams from the eye test, and who you think the 4 best teams is?
Georgia, Michigan, Alabama. Maybe Ohio State, because they did lose against Michigan.
I think
they would lost getting them out of there, it would have been different. But go ahead, Kendall.
I think it's obviously Georgia, Michigan, Oregon, and Alabama. I would definitely I know that's not how they see it, but to me those are the 4 best teams. And I think
I agree with Oregon, Kendall.
In me, I think of course it's Georgia, Michigan, Alabama. It'd be a tie between Ohio State and Texas. It's the 4 best teams. That's my opinion. The 4 best teams. Nick, who you think the 4 best teams is? Your opinion. What you seen?
Same as Kendall.
Same as Kendall?
Yeah, but early on during the season, I had Texas up there, but it's like throughout the season, they just kind of went in the wrong direction.
It's like they flamed out or something.
Yeah, I mean, they still got that one loss, but in the preseason, I had Texas as my pick to win the championship.
You did.
Still It still can happen, but I don't. The way they've been playing as they with last 5 games, it's not gonna happen.
And I know it's different scenarios going on, but as far as right now, if you on the committee, right, who would you put in the playoffs? Your opinion, who you would put? You know, according to their criteria, it's not gonna fall like that. But as right now, who you would put in the playoffs?
If Alabama was to beat Georgia, I had them 3 and 4.
Yeah.
I mean, they're clearly your best 2 teams in college football right there. Michigan, Michigan at 1, and Oregon.
Oregon at 2. Yep, and
Oregon at 2.
Georgia 3, Alabama 4. That'd be to me. That's your perfect power playoff series. Like you. I mean, you can't go wrong in each game. And in each game, you don't know who going. You don't know who gonna do it. And to see Alabama and Michigan play, and Oregon and Georgia, bro. Kirby Smart gonna be licking his lips, thinking, trying to get that Auburn Bo Nix.
Got him last year.
I agree with that, with what you just said about that. You and Lee. If it was up to us, that's how I go.
That's the 4 best teams right there.
Those are the 4 best teams. And Paul Feinberg was hysterical. Talking about if no SEC, because they were saying this scenario too, if Alabama win, it's a possibility that a SEC team will not get into the playoffs. Even though I don't see that happen. Whoever wins is getting in my opinion. But that's what they saying. I know they gotta make talking points to make the days go by, but that's what they saying. What y'all think on the SEC not being in, possibility not being in the playoffs?
That's a travesty, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it's gonna happen because they still got to sell these tickets and they got that viewership. But
if ain't no SEC team, who they gonna place it with? It's gonna be Michigan. It's gonna be Michigan, Oregon, Florida State, and
then
Texas or Ohio State, bro. No, they ain't gonna be Ohio State now. It's gonna be Texas.
You know that's not. Come think about it. SEC team gonna be in there somewhere.
They're gonna have the lowest ratings.
The championship game is in Houston, Texas. Not a lot of fans from them states gonna travel like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It happened that year with Alabama and Georgia when they got to the championship game. I think that game was in Indianapolis. 2021.
Mm-hmm.
We had fans there, but it was not sold out because it was a long distance travel, and the ticket was already expensive.
and doing the winter too.
Mm-hmm. So I think you got the same situation here.
Yeah, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. And who the hell is on the committee anyway? What the committee is how many people is on the committee? Of course we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I want 20, 30 people.
It's like
old
4,
coaches.
maybe 5 of them.
There's 5 of them?
I think so, and I think they come from different conferences and stuff like that. Not sure how that works.
Because all week I've been just been listening at different scenarios and what's going on. I like to keep the faith in Alabama, but a lot of people been just talking down on Alabama as far as that they win, they ain't getting in. I'm like, man, y'all do any and everything.
Yeah, no, ESPN got Alabama as the 80% chance of making the college football playoff, and Georgia was like 40%.
Hey man, so something wrong with ESPN, man. Hey man,
a lot of people got Alabama's a favorite in this game. I mean, Vegas don't. Vegas always knows something.
Oh yeah.
Man, it's just weird though. I know we keep saying it's just weird. If Alabama win, Georgia cannot fall out the playoff.
Oh, they won't.
Come on.
Trust me. They won't.
You know how bogus that'll be though? I'm not saying because I'm a Georgia fan, but for you to run the table all season long, get to the championship game and lose and be like, you ain't got no chance.
And then be the defending champion. And just say, nah, we ain't gonna get them a chance. Nah, that'd be
that'd be bogus as hell.
Yeah, that would be definitely wild.
What we said, all right, let me give you this, not the scenario. What we said that the 4 teams that y'all think will get in, right?
Mm-hmm.
What will be for lack of a better word, what would be the excuse to tell the public why they selected these teams that, according to y'all, who y'all think is the 4 best teams? What will you say to the public? Why? How you came up with that?
We're trying to get paid, and we don't want no terrible ratings. Man, that's all I got.
I mean, that's about all they can say. Like, hey, it's the last year of the 14 playoff. They get the 4 best teams in here.
Right. We gonna get it right for a change.
We don't want the TCU situation again.
Right, because TCU let us down.
What you said, Kim? Today been weird for some reason. What you said, Kim?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, to the last part?
Yeah.
Oh, well, when I said TCU wasted everybody's time.
No, that's in the back of the committee mind. They don't want that to happen again.
Yeah, they don't want that to happen again because, well, when people were like, man, what if TCU? I'm like, bro, I don't know what y'all watching, but TCU ain't got no chance against Georgia, but
phone in that fight.
Now, looking from Florida State perspective, they're not one of the best teams, and everybody bringing up the scenario is the quarterback situation.
Mm-hmm.
Is it right to penalize a team even though their quarterback went down?
I would say no, based on what Ohio State did in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
With Cardale Jones.
Quarterback. Yeah, third string quarterback in championship.
Yeah, I mean,
clearly they're not the best team, but is it right to penalize them of an injury?
I think the only way you go ahead, Kim.
No, go ahead.
I would say no. I mean, I think the only way they should rate these teams is like a head-to-head matchup. Like they number 4, like how would they fare against the 14, 15? How would they fare against the team behind them? Which everybody know they'll lose 5 through 6, 5 through 8. For the sake of losing game.
Speaking head-to-head, for some reason, I know they got to look at Texas beating Alabama early in the season. I don't think it hold that much weight as what people make it out to be.
Different teams right now.
Yeah, they different teams.
One went north, one went south.
Mm-hmm. I understand head-to-head, you have to look at that, but I don't think the committee going, as far as what other people talk about, the Texas got to get in if Alabama win. I don't think it hold that much weight. I think they'll jump. I'm not saying that because I'm an Alabama fan. I'm just saying, like you said, they're 2 different teams now. That's early in the season.
If they was a big Georgia, they're gonna jump to number 6. Something like that. They're not gonna put them in the playoff. It's not gonna happen. Cause the moment the college football rankings came out, Alabama was at 8. I was like, oh yeah, I already see how this going. And they've been at 8 for the entirety of the college football playoff picks.
Mm-hmm.
Texas 7, Alabama 8. So,
and it was BS. I honestly, it goes the same thing as Ohio State. Cause before Ohio State lost to Michigan, well, they was number 2. No, they were number 3.
Mm-hmm.
And they dropped them to 6. Even though I think
Ohio State was 2, and Michigan was 3.
And so they dropped them to 6.
You know, 5 right now, right? I thought they was 5. You know,
they number 6.
Oh.
Man, but you know why I think that I think that Alabama should jump, even though they're not. The reason I say that because I think that Georgia game holds more weight than anything that anybody else could come up with. Like,
That's the number one team.
And then they're the defending champion. And then they've been dominant all year, even though they've had some close games. They've been dominant all year. I think that game, like if they were to jump everybody, to me it would be justified. Even though, because who did Texas lose to?
Oklahoma, which lost 2 games, I think.
See what I'm saying? So I think that their one loss hurt more than their win against Alabama, which was early in the season. You know what I'm saying? So even though, like I said, they're gonna do whatever they need to do, but and another reason y'all said, well, to answer y'all question about y'all said that should it hurt them that their quarterback isn't playing? I would say yes, it should, because the playoff to me is about putting the 4 best teams in there to play. Now, of course, the rebuttal for that would be, well, TCU shouldn't have got in last year. So I think that even with that, they would say, hey, if you got an undefeated Florida State team, then we can't really justify putting anybody else in over them. Like, we can't put no one-loss team over them, even though I'm like, well, I mean, they're pretty much guaranteed to lose. I don't think that they're going to beat any top 3 team. Like, I don't think Florida State as constructed. Hell, I would even go as far as to say, even if they had the quarterback, they're not beating Oregon, they're not beating Georgia, and they for sure ain't beating Michigan. So I don't know, because I think them expanding is the best thing for them, because it's going to be more and more situations like this where there's a lot of
good teams now. So you can't. It's 4 teams, not sustainable like it was.
Right.
What was the strength of schedule of the top 18? Let me see.
Obviously, SEC teams always got it harder than everybody else, but
I about to say, I don't even believe that it's strength of schedule here.
Yeah, because
my thing is, I say Georgia's strength of schedule this year, it was like 118th in the country. But I think they do that shit based on what Georgia is. Now, I said if they were to get that same schedule to Arkansas, they'll probably have like the number 2 strength of schedule in the country. You know?
Right.
I never thought about like that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good way to look at it.
I'm like, who y'all want Georgia to play? Want to play week 1 Texas, week 2 Oklahoma, week 3 Alabama, bye week 4 Oregon. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
None of that stuff make any sense.
It's like even if you look at Florida State, like who was good in the ACC this year?
Besides Florida State and with Louisville.
Yeah, I mean, and then North Carolina flamed out. They said what they said. Basketball season coming. We ain't got time to.
Duke did too.
We can't waste time and resources on them. So you know what I'm saying. It's like, I mean, would you say Michigan and Florida? I mean, and Ohio State, until they play each other, they just playing around. They just running scrimmage games all year.
And that's my thing. Like, they had to. You would think they had to account for something, but as far as them ranking it, as far as, like you said, as far as they ranking, like they don't see it that way.
Right.
I ain't saying Michigan's not a good team, but it's not fair though.
Jim Harbaugh and Ryan Day, they're gonna bust up against a top 5 team.
Every time.
I can't say that for Jim Harbaugh, because he beat Ohio State every year and they be tough. But Ryan Day, that dude.
Speaking of which,
who they gonna hire?
Right. I remember when they were talking about it, I'm like, who y'all gonna replace him with?
Urban Meyer again?
No, that man got enough chances. He need to. It's over with. Yeah, it's over with. What they said every time that man get tired of coaching, he's too much of his chest hurt.
Yeah. Some health condition come up.
Hey, don't fuck dirty, boy.
You better not go on Twitter. That woo, that Tim up on I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I don't want to say this, but the analysts in the past podcasts I've been listening to, they kind of saying it in a way what the committee will do in these scenarios and stuff like that. If Alabama win, still has to be some more chaos for them to get in. I mean, y'all set that shit up like that, man.
Right.
Mm. That's the game.
You gotta blame that on Texas because Texas only had that one loss.
Mm.
Yeah, we're gonna stick them right in front of Alabama, and that's gonna be our excuse along the way to not move them.
Good. Yep, they're ranking.
Mm-hmm.
And like somebody said, like Alabama fans and Alabama got some people that they making some noise and to let the people know that, hey, we should be, if that scenario should happen, we should be in the playoffs. But Texas just as big as Alabama. They have people too talking. I heard one of the people saying, behind the scenes, people making noise and stuff. So they were saying on one of them podcasts I would listen to. I'm gonna listen to some more tonight too.
Yep. A whole lot of chaos can happen tomorrow, but if everybody wins tomorrow, we can just sold up and win the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, Britt.
Hey. Yeah, no, here the whole time. Nick, call me when we get off the podcast.
Fly.
All right.
Claw.
As we speak, Washington is up 34-24. You heard me?
But damn, they dropped 10 points like that.
Yeah, Washington winning.
Yo, Washington actually a healthy football. 2 minutes left too. They got all their players back too.
And they playing Oregon.
Auburn must be Auburn quarterback playing for Oregon.
Let me ask y'all this. Now, this just me brainstorming now. This could be crazy and dumb. All right. I'm gonna ask you this. Washington's up by 10. He just say Washington scored another touchdown. Right? And they beating Oregon. That big of it ain't no big gap, but that big of a gap. Could that help the other rankings as far as Alabama jumping up?
Let's see how that help. Because Washington is already at number 3. It just
already number 3. But they don't make them look at Oregon. Well, Oregon wasn't as good as we thought they were gonna be. Clearly, Alabama was way better. I don't know. I'm just throwing some stuff out there.
I mean, Oregon number 5. One thing that's gonna do is slide Texas up to 6 and Alabama to 7.
Mm-hmm.
And Ohio State to 5. They just gonna slide them like that.
Just slide them up.
However that happened, yeah. Well, I don't know. If Alabama lose the game, of course they're gonna drop with Oregon.
Yeah, of course.
You seen that Instagram video I seen?
And since you say that, like, if Alabama was to
I gotta go look at it.
Win and Oregon lose, of course, I think they gonna put Alabama right at 5. Just to piss some people off.
Dirty.
You said dirty killer.
Dirty, yeah.
Okay, like you said, they'll drop down. Of course, they'll jump Texas. Just once, they'll at least jump Texas. But then, like you said, they'll put them at number 5.
They'll put them right at 5.
I'm laughing now. I might be crying tomorrow. But
Junior sending them death threats to the committee. Folks like, bro, we keep getting these calls from a unanimous source.
What Alabama game plan gonna be for tomorrow? Like, I already know what Georgia's gonna do. Georgia's gonna do the same thing they've been doing all season. Like, what's the game plan for?
I think it's what we've been worried about all year.
The
offense. The defense, I don't care how good your defense is. If your offense not putting no points on defense, it's gonna get tired all of a sudden.
Oh, that's another thing. I'm happy you brought that up, Jen. That's what I was gonna say earlier. I forgot. So that's another thing with me with Georgia and why I had them picked the way I had Kendall with 31-7.
Mhm.
You know, stats wise, Georgia hold the ball for 41 minutes, and you only get 60 minutes in a football game.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
if Alabama get on the field, they go 3 and out.
yeah, so we gotta make use of our possession. We can't be out there. I can't be out there playing. Yeah.
I don't know how Kirby Smart put that together, but he made a great system with that because his defense basically offense. Because you get out there and go 3 and out, then the offense get on the field and hold the ball for 6 to 7 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
He broke it down. Everything is about numbers. Analytics. That's what though.
No, Kirby Smart don't do analytics. He don't like that shit.
He don't.
I don't blame him. I know the Nick Saban, he went towards analytics too. I don't know why he started doing that shit. He started getting away from what he was doing. I guess because he's getting older. I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
He should just stuck to the tradition. That what happened to Oregon in that first game against Washington. They said the analytics said go for it on 4th down, don't kick the field goal.
Because you know, sometimes what a lot of times a lot of people can't measure is your gut feeling and what you think you should go. The analytics mess you up every time. What
made good head coaches?
No gut feeling. No gut feeling. I forgot what year Nick Saban had made a. What it is? Did an onside kick in the second quarter?
That field goal kick.
Oh yeah.
He kicked that field goal and that man returned it.
Yeah, man. We ain't got to talk about that.
Hey, look, y'all got him back.
Yeah, we got him. It took long enough. Look.
And I think that was worth in that 1 second, in my opinion.
Listen to me.
So,
bro, I remember where I was. I'll never forget, Junior. We was at y'all house. We was at Trisha house, and when them folks missed that field goal. That man caught that ball and ran it all the way back. All I remember was Tasha was just jumping up and screaming, and she was so happy. And I was just sitting there looking. Like I ain't never, Junior. I was in pain.
all you can say ain't no way.
Man, look, I turned that TV off when it was time to go to bed. I just rolled over, Junior. I slept on the couch or something. I just closed. Junior slept in total darkness.
Hey, I know we can't. Y'all watching the game right now? Nick, you watching the game right now?
I watching the
Oregon just scored, so it's 31-34, fourth quarter, 2 minutes left.
2 minutes left.
We're gonna at least stay on to the last 2 minutes of the game. I know we can't. I can't play the audio.
Excuse me, man.
But we can.
Y'all want to hear something crazy?
What's up?
2013. What happened that year?
2013.
Mm-hmm. Who was in the playoff picture that year?
Shit, I don't know anything 2013, but
Florida State and Auburn.
I was just thinking that, but I ain't know if I was right or not.
And Auburn had Nick Marshall, and Auburn, everybody had that team that's terrible that year, and they end up making the championship game and losing the core. And I told the guy at work, I said, man, Alabama right now is playing that same role Auburn did in 2013. And Florida State is in the playoff picture again. I said, it's a chance they could end up beating Georgia, getting into the playoff, end up playing against Florida State somehow, because they'll be 3-4.
And it's exactly 10 years ago, Neat.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
Oh, how much?
I get used to it. But
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Let me miss that happen.
yeah, they up. Washington up 34-31, 2 minutes and 8 seconds left. I think Washington got the ball now. Y'all think Washington's just gonna hold the ball?
They can try. Oregon got
They can try.
timeouts.
Oh, Kurt Street. I like Kurt Street as a
Hold
shut
on.
up, cuz.
Hold on. Oregon got the ball right now.
Yeah, I thought they just scored though.
It said first and goal, Washington 0. That's a touchdown, right? How the hell you get a 0?
Oh, mercy.
Oh, is it a commercial break? That's probably why. Just had to kick the ball off here.
Is Michael Penix Jr. still up for Heisman Neat?
I think he's number 2 behind Bo Nix.
Behind Bo Nix. This game right here is gonna decide who wins basically.
Yeah, so you got the 2 front runners for Heisman right here.
Oh, I like that tackle. About Reed.
I think they've been disrespecting what's called though. Carson Big. I feel like he should have been up there.
Yeah, I think Bo Nix going to the well, he a senior now, nigga or junior?
Fourth year senior.
Well, it didn't matter anyway. I think he was going to the draft. That's how this after this year, you better go to the
You
draft.
got no choice. You can't play any more college football. This could be it ain't gonna be his last game. I mean, probably will be his last game. They don't win it because he's not gonna play in the regular bowl game.
Mm-hmm.
With the timeouts.
Yeah, I got my message.
Oh yeah.
You can tell Bo Nix straight. Bo Nix don't even want to look up.
And hoping the defense get a stop right here. I like Bo Nix. I hate that he wasted his time when he went to Auburn. He was a 5-star coming out of high school.
I ain't gonna lie. I was one of the ones that tired of Bo Nix when he was at Auburn. I was like, man, they need to get him out of here. But Nick, you said that offense and the coaches want the right fit for him. We see now.
For what he was doing at Auburn with that offense, that show you how good he was.
Oh yeah.
I mean, damn, over with. I think it's over with now.
They got first down.
Yep. I mean, Washington, man. Feel bad for Oregon. In this game, both of their starting safeties came back, and both of their starting receivers came back in this game. Like, I don't think they game plan for that because they didn't know Oregon was. Damn.
Somebody hurt.
Damn, Dan Lanning. You lost to the same team twice in 1 year. This college football. You go 1-1.
Oh, Oregon don't got no timeout. So this is crucial. The next two or three plays.
Yeah, because what the play clock was 40 seconds per play.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn, that penalty stopped the clock. So, well, it's still a first down, so no matter. Well, maybe they can get the ball back. Oh, damn. He called that timeout and watched they got a hurt player. I know he pissed. Because he could have saved that timeout. You know what? I take the best thing. What's called number one in the Heisman? I forgot about that kid at LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Oh, yeah, he is. I mean, I didn't even watch him that much this year.
It's a weird looking dude, man.
I thought somebody jumped off that. Oh.
You look at him like, damn, how's the dude playing football? Like, dude, it's not good. Last year he was trying to pull all this stuff against Georgia. Oh, man.
I'm trying to still up.
Yeah.
Nick,
Nick so wrong.
What happened?
I just looked up the picture of the dude.
Man, look goofy.
Nick so wrong.
Oh, they wrong for that Arizona State picture. I ain't know that was gonna pop up. Over with. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Junior, I ain't trying to
supposed to be in the
change.
band, huh?
Junior, I ain't trying to change subject, but bro, what if? Do you what? It wouldn't be far fetched, and I don't think he should do it. But if Deion say, you know what? If they fire Mike McCarthy in Dallas, what if Jerry Jones? What if Jerry Jones tried to offer him the job to coach Dallas?
I was one of the ones that said that he would not go to the NFL, but how his season had ended.
Yeah,
you know, how his season ended, and for him to be ahead of his firing, I think he's heavily considerate. And he went to the game Thursday.
That's what I'm saying. That's what made me think about it. When I saw him, I'm like, wait a minute now. I'm pretty sure him and Jerry Jones been talking. Like, look,
I heard that rumor somewhere also. You know what's funny? What's funny about that is as this week, there have been a lot of decommits and players in the transfer portal in Colorado.
Yeah, I heard about that too. So it's somebody said it's almost like if they know something. It's like they know
There's something going on, yeah.
And the offensive coordinator, he's gone too, ain't he?
Mm-hmm.
Then you have to look at. I'm just talking from my opinion now. Y'all might have a different opinion, think something different. But as an offensive coordinator leaving after the first year, and you trying to build a program, so you had to start a new offense the next year. Yeah, that's a lot to ask for. And you trying to. Colorado said, I know you did good for Colorado. They won one game last year, but they expecting a lot out of you. So for him to, like you said, be ahead of the curve, I think he's heavily considered the Dallas football team.
So
now I do, just because of that how it ended.
So the next question is, if you were him, would you take it? I'm gonna answer first. I would take it if I was him.
I would take it. because
I would say
his older son, everybody know his potential. The quarterback, how he's playing. I think he can go to any team. I ain't gonna say any team, but he has some potential still going to the NFL wherever he goes.
And then the crazy thing is he can bring them too. Like he can just tell them to enter the draft and say, bro, listen, whether we pick you or not, whether we pick you or not, we gonna get you some way, somehow. So, you know, and
you don't think Jerry Jones looking at that looking at that too?
I thought they working on something in the background. It's probably gonna be a quarterback he draft, probably.
Honestly. Yeah, I think something's going on, man. We'll see.
I mean, the kid been getting trained by Tom Brady, so Jerry Jones.
Yeah. Jerry Jones looking at that, and also his ticket sales. Just think about people come to the game watching it. Come on,
like Dallas prime time. His son quarterback.
Yeah.
Cause he'll be coaching Dak. Then his son gonna get drafted to come there the next year, a few more years.
Well, he ain't gonna be coaching Dak. They're gonna trade Dak.
Yeah, they're gonna get rid of that because
I'm talking about you thought if he first get there.
Yeah, if he first get there, like I think Shedeur gonna enter the draft. I mean, because I think he eligible. I think. Yeah, so I think he gonna enter the draft. Like if Deion leave, they ain't going back to Colorado to play for another coach.
Not at all.
Yeah, so they definitely gonna enter the draft. Him and Shiloh and I think I said that right. And he gonna find some way to get them to Dallas, and then obviously they're gonna get Dak up out of there, and they may hang on to Lance and Cooper Rush, and then just try to find some type of way to, at least to justify Shedeur jumping them in the depth chart. So. So it's the plan is pretty much laid out, and I think we seeing the plan before it unfolds. So I won't be surprised if any of that happens. So it might be Super Bowl or bust for Mike McCarthy. If Mike McCarthy get them to the Super Bowl, then it might be a chance. But if they get put out in the wild card round, man, it's done.
And also, Deion Sanders probably looking at as far as his stock still high. Now, what if it's a bigger possibility that if he have another losing season next year, his stock will go down. So he had to look at that too. Like, man, hey, I'm finna get out. Why my stock still up?
Yeah, because it's a chance he can come in and only win 2 or 3 games next year. So you never know. You never know what might happen. What they say, strike while the iron's hot. So he might say, bro.
I think that's what happened because for me, if he wanted to stay in college football, I feel like he would have got that Texas A&M job.
Yep.
Yeah.
That did not happen.
Even though personally, I think he fit better. I ain't gonna say he fit better because we never seen him coach on a NFL level. But as far as personality, I see it fit better in college football. But at the end of the day, it's all about money, though. It's all about money.
I think it'd be better for him to go to NFL. In my opinion, I think coaching in college football is a lot harder.
I agree. And
there's a lot more variables and shit. Because you got to recruit, you got to develop these players. It's a whole lot you got to do. And more or less in NFL, you getting the finished product.
Right, and then being able to go to Dallas with Jerry Jones. Because you were once a player on the team, you won a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So and they hadn't won a Super Bowl since you were a player with them. So you know what I'm saying? I think it's all there for him to be able to be. I think it's lining up for him. But like I said, it all depends on. Jerry Jones probably said, "Look, if we don't get to the Super Bowl, I'm getting rid of Mike McCarthy, and I'm looking to hire you. It's like your kid's draft eligible. Come on, you can bring your Louis. You can bring your Louis here to Dallas, and because I think that's the only place where he'll have, like, I won't say free reign, but he'll have a lot of say so. With him and Jerry Jones, I think it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting for sure if that happens.
Yeah. I think the only reason he went to a Power 5 team just to increase his son's draft stock. Yeah, you gonna get that as a HBCU.
Right.
Yeah.
They heard it here first, June. So
Yeah, they heard it here first.
They hear that breaking news about Deion Sanders agrees to become Dallas Cowboys' new head coach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, you already know I'm gonna chop this up and put it out.
Mm-hmm.
It comes straight here. Well, y'all having them closing not arguments or closing sayings before we dip out. You know we're gonna have to get back on here. Y'all want to do it tomorrow evening or Selection Sunday?
I'm gonna be stressed out. I'm gonna be stressed out either way. You know what I mean? Yeah, either one is cool. If I'm working, I'll still join on. I'll just do it while I'm driving. Ain't no big deal.
Cause I think Selection Sunday might do it both days, depending how we feel. Selection Sundays is they do the selection at 11 Eastern, so it'll be 10 our time. No, 12. I get the right time. I think 11. I think it's 11 Easters. So we'll be on there. We gonna be clapping or cuss. Either one.
Or both.
No. No, what if it's a good game?
Yeah.
You won't have no reason to be cussing then.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a good game.
Hey, Nick, I'm gonna be cussing about that loss to Texas in the beginning. I'm gonna find something to be.
Woo. Anything else you want to say, Nick, before we dip out?
Oh yeah, Alabama get a lot of penalties too, so that's that.
All they do is get points. Call back.
Yeah, that's something we gotta. I think Nick Saban tried to nip that in the bud, but still, though, y'all got cut down on the penalties.
Like I said before, it's like you at the end of the season. At this point, it's just your team identity. At this point, you're not going to change at the end of the season.
Mm-hmm. Well, Miro, and you have to make them play with your feet.
Yeah. And that's another, like, for him to be stepping across the line of scrimmage like that at the end of the season, not aware of the sticks, kind of concerning.
Bro, I was like, it was almost
your 12th game. Why are you doing this?
Yeah, that was like, if we being honest, that was embarrassing. Like I was embarrassed.
And that was at a pivotal point of the game.
Yeah,
we just got to look at the end.
Mm-hmm.
That and the bad snap. Was it a bad snap or is it on both parties? Bad snap and not paying attention at the end.
I said that's on both. You can't be.
I think the center had snapped the ball before he was ready or something like that. But it happened a few times though, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. Like if it happened one time, I'm like, bro, what y'all doing? But the fact that it happened more than that, like, bro, what y'all doing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, fellas, we're gonna be back on here tomorrow or Sunday or maybe both. But I'll let y'all know what we're gonna do.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all.
All right.
Well, dog.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.